Good morning, first grade. It's time for Number Corner. You might notice something different about Number Corner today, and that is because we are in a brand new month. After September is the month of October. October starts with a capital O, and it's a capital O because it's the name of a month. And this O says like October. This O says its long name, the O sound, October. Yesterday was Wednesday, today is Thursday. So we're going to take a look at what's on our calendar marker today. And you can see that there are 4 apples, 4 green apples on our calendar marker for October 1st. So today is Thursday, October 1st, 2020. So now let me show you what we're going to do on our chart. We'll start by writing the date. And since October is the 10th month, we'll write a 10-1. And now we're going to make a number tree. And a number tree, I'm actually going to show you on a different whiteboard because you might not be able to see it on that little chart. Okay, so a number tree, that's where we're going to make, we used to call these math mountains, but now we call them number trees. Okay, so a number tree looks like this, and what you do with a number tree is you have the whole on top, and then at the bottom, you have the 2 parts that make that whole. So it's part plus a part makes the whole number, okay? So we're going to make our number tree to go with our calendar marker. And there are 4 green apples. So we're going to put 4 at the top of our number tree, and then we're going to put our 2 lines down to see the 2 parts that go with 4. And we're going to have a 4 and a 0, okay? 4 green apples. Now we can think about a math story to go along with that number tree, okay? So this is where I would ask you to stop and think, what is a story problem we could come up with to go with 4 green apples? Okay, so maybe let's take a minute to think about that. Okay, so I'm going to write, I had 4 green apples and 0 red apples. How many apples do I have? Put a question mark at the end of my sentence, okay? I have 4 green apples and 0 red apples. How many apples do I have? Okay, so I'm going to write my equation over here now. So I'm going to write 4 plus 0 equals 4. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I am going to write how many days we've been in school. All right, so we'll color in another day for our days in school. And you can see that we only have, oops, did I forget to move us? I did. Sorry. Came to the door and distracted me, and I kind of lost track of what I was doing. Okay, so I just colored in another day in school. So you can see we have one more left, and then we have 2 full groups of 10, so we'll have 20. So one less than 20 is 19. So we've been in school for 19 days. We have 10, 5, and 4, so that's 9. So 19 days we've been in school. Okay. Update our 19 days over here. And I'm going to write 10 plus 9 equals 19. And again, if I want to break that 10 down, we call that decompose. We're going to take that number apart. We can take 10 apart and make 5 plus 5 plus 9 equals 19. Okay, 5 plus 5 plus 9 equals 19. Today's date, October can be abbreviated with OCT for October. Today is the 1st, so we put a 0 and a 1, and the year is still 2020. The digital date, 10-1-20. All right. And what I want to show you that we're going to do new for the month of October, instead of nickels and pennies, we are actually going to make a picture graph, and this is where our picture graph will go. And we are going to study triangles, trapezoids, rhombuses, and hexagons, okay? So you might see over here we have little baggies full of them. Green triangles, red trapezoids, blue rhombuses, and yellow hexagons. And we're going to collect them week 1, week 2, and week 3. So this is week 1, and yes, we'll only have 2 days in week 1, but that's okay. So I have this mystery bag, and in this mystery bag, I have different shapes, these same shapes, okay? Now, if you were here at school, I would have someone reach their hand in this bag and pull shapes out, but I'll do it for you. So you can see I've got the red and the green, I've got the green triangles and the yellow hexagons, and what are we missing? Blue. We are missing our blue. Here we go, here's one. Here we go. So all of these shapes, the triangle, trapezoid, rhombus, and hexagon, are all in here, and there's 10 of each. Okay, so how many shapes do I have in the bag? 10, 20, 30, 40. I have 40 shapes in the mystery bag. Now what you're going to do is, this is our spinner for this month, and it has 3s, 4s, and 5s on it. So 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. So we spin it, it landed on 4. So that means I'm going to pull 4 pieces out of the mystery bag. Okay, so I'm going to pull out 4. So here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's look at what I picked out. I have a green triangle. I have 2 blue rhombuses and 1 yellow hexagon. So I dropped them all into week 1. Okay, and now I'm going to put those on our chart, on our picture graph. So we had 1 hexagon. We had 2 blue rhombuses. So I'm going to Velcro those right on. Okay, blue rhombus. And we had a green triangle. So stick that one up here. So then when we look at our picture graph, we can see that we have 1 triangle and 1 hexagon. So those 2 are the same. We can look at the rhombus, and we have 2 rhombuses, so we have more than the triangle and the hexagon. And right now we have 0 trapezoids. Okay, so we'll be collecting these shapes for the whole month of October.